You are watching Unpopular Opinion.
NFL free agency is upon us. A lot of moves, man. Some crazy moves has been happening. I'm gonna start off with this: the Kirk Cousins move to Atlanta. What do you think about that? He got a four-year 180, right? 4-year 180 and 100 guaranteed. He get that guaranteed though. He gonna make sure he get that guaranteed though. We already know Minnesota knows about that. How you think Kirk gonna look in that Atlanta offense?
Kirk's probably let's be real. Kirk's probably gonna look the exact same way that he looked when he was in Minnesota. Pretty amazing for 17 games. But what's that man gonna do when it matters? Kirk Cousins is known to fold when it matters. The most accomplished thing that Kirk Cousins has in his career is making sure that no quarterback that he beats in the regular season has went on to win the Super Bowl that year. Outside of that, that man has no postseason presence. Let's be for real.
What's his playoff record? It's 0 for 1, right? He only had He had 1 or 2 playoff appearances, not a lot.
Yeah, and he's only won one playoff game, and that was with Washington.
Okay.
And that was you like that?
Right, that was you like that game, yeah.
So the Falcons are going to regret this. I feel like this is another Matt Ryan situation where you go and get an aging quarterback, sign him to a super expensive deal that they're going to regret later.
Like Atlanta's last contract they gave to Matt Ryan?
Yes.
Or,
the one that it was so hard for them to get rid of,
right.
and the only team that took it was the Colts.
Right.
Because they really didn't care.
And he's coming off an Achilles injury.
35 years old,
yeah.
Coming back from a torn Achilles.
Yeah, how you think that's do you think that really impacts quarterbacks though? Because he's not a mobile guy. It's not like he's trying to run around and dodge, sacks. He's not known for that.
I mean, but you have to plant your foot to throw the ball.
That's true.
If you can't get that real tweak and twerk off that back foot,
yeah.
Because I don't remember which foot it was that he messed up, but I think it's his right foot, and that's your plant foot. Mm-hmm. So I feel like that is going to really hinder them. It was kind of crazy for them to say something like, we prefer Kirk Cousins over Justin Fields, when, yes, Justin Fields hasn't really proven much either, but when you look at a guy that's in his early 20s as opposed to a 35-year-old guy that's never done nothing in the postseason in his career, when you're trying to rebuild your franchise and prove to your fans that y'all do have something moving forward, it's kind of disheartening as a fan of the Falcons. The Falcons have never really had much success. And with that young core that they have, I feel like them getting a decent quarterback was their chance. Even if they got it in the draft. They literally drafted everything but a quarterback. Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, Drake London. Everything on offense has been drafted but a quarterback. Yeah. At least go get a younger guy. Kirk Cousins is not the dude for you if you want to win, bro. And they're in a weak division. It isn't like the NFC South is a hard division to make it out of.
Yeah, I think Atlanta, this move for Atlanta is more so, let's win the division. This isn't a Super Bowl winning move. It isn't like we're going deep into the playoffs. We're a quarterback away. I think it's let's sustain a couple of division titles, because I could see them winning those. They can win some division titles in that division. It's going to get Atlanta fired up. It's going to give them some hope. It's going to give them some encouragement. And they might not believe that Justin Fields is like a top 10. They might not think he can be like a top 5 quarterback, which is what you would typically need, especially going against Mahomes, Herberts, the Joe Burrows, like those guys when you talk about like Super Bowl contenders, or even somebody like Lamar, Lamar Jackson. So I think Justin Fields can be, though. I actually do.
If you put him in the right system.
If you put him in the right system, in the right situation. You know what I'm saying? He's still learning as a quarterback. You can tell sometimes he gets a little fidgety in the pocket. He's maybe scrambles too soon, but hey, you got to use what you're gifted at. And he can use his legs. And we've seen him like rip up defenses in some games by using his legs. And I thought in Atlanta that would look like shades of Michael Vick. You know what I'm saying? So I could see kind of both sides. You know what I'm saying? I could see to go for Justin Fields' side, and I could see the Kirk Cousins move too. Especially, I'm a believer of Kirk Cousins. You know what I'm saying? I think that Kirk Cousins is one of those top guys. He's just hasn't had like the support on the defensive end, similar to what I was telling you about Matt Stafford, and I was right about that too. But
we're not. Please.
But anyway, I don't think this will be that type of solution because Atlanta doesn't have a defense. Like Stafford needed a defense to be a winning quarterback and like deep into the playoffs, and so does Kirk Cousins. But he's gonna put up some points. They're gonna put up some points with Bijan, Kirk Cousins now, Drake London, Kyle Pitts. I think we'll see the unlocked version of Kyle Pitts now. We'll see that version that we've been waiting for out of Kyle Pitts, man. Like, I think, look at TJ Hawkinson. Like, they were balling. They had a connection together. And Hawkinson, I don't think is that much more talented, if at any, than Kyle Pitts. You know what I'm saying? The type of tight end that he could be. So, I mean, it's going to be special, man. I don't think it's going to be something to, say it's not the move. But maybe 2 or 3 years into this contract, we might be saying different.
2 to 3 years into his contract, he'll be 37, 38, and he'll be on a decline, I feel like. I feel like $180 million, you could have done so much more at the quarterback position, or even at the team position as a whole. Yeah, like, you didn't have to go and get, if you're not trying to win now, you don't have to go and find your quarterback at $180 million. You could have spent half of that on a quarterback and spent some other pieces that you need to bring that team together to give them that belief that you're talking about as to winning moving forward in the future. And I just don't feel like spending $180 million on Kirk Cousins is a smart financial decision or a smart morale decision for the team, because once they see that he's going to let them down when they need him most, like Kirk Cousins is known to do, it's gonna blow everybody, bro. And then with these young guys, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, if they haven't had any success, they're gonna start getting up out of there.
Yeah. And I feel like, especially how they did Bijan this year with the Arthur Smith situation, him sitting out games literally like for no reason was kind of crazy. Like, it did look like they was kind of tanking a little bit at the end of that season. So I don't know, like, that is an interesting thing, like them probably being willing to move on, like, if things don't change. But, I think it's a little false hope narrative that they trying to sell right now and getting Kirk Cousins. I'm not saying it's a bad move, but it definitely not going to get you into, like, deep into the playoff type move. All right, y'all, so that's going to be it for us tonight, man. We want to thank everybody for tuning in to the podcast. I know this was a super long one. We had to get some work done. We are in Unpopular Opinion Studios, right in the RTP area. Durham, Raleigh, Cary, Greensboro, any surrounding areas. Check us out, man. You can get your podcast done here. You can get your vocal recordings done here, photography, just a lot of different studio stuff, man. So we got all the essentials for y'all. Come check us out. Come get your podcast done here. Pat, you got any closing statements, bro?
Yeah, I just want to say we do appreciate y'all for sticking with us, rocking it out with us, man. Y'all have been amazing. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, because we will be dropping more heat for y'all. Just remember that. Stay tuned. We got greatness coming.
Let's get it, man. We out.